Hi, my name is John Song, and I would like to apply for the operations analyst role in Remarkable. Since operations follows strategy, let me tell you what I think the strategy from Remarkable should be going forward. So I think it's a good idea that the main target audience is business for now because they are the only ones that can make monetary sense of the product. Is even now, even though it is $450 per product now, it is still not worth it for most people, except for businesses that have to deal with hundreds of thousands of paper and management is costly. So I think it's a good idea for the next few years to pursue them. But during that time, um, it is always we should strive to capture more market share by reaching normal consumers, and that means to lower the price because price right now seems to be the main determinant from allowing it to go mainstream. Um, so how in addition to that, after you lower price, you should also increase the visibility offline because most of the people who want to use this might not be able to see it offline online, and more importantly, the main driving point of this product is the experience of using it, the feel of paper, right? That's what blows people's minds, and they can't know that online. So by having it perhaps in Media Market in Europe, Consumer Electronics Store, and Best Buy in the United States, those two main avenues could allow for more visibility for most people who want to consume electronics, and also be able to interact with it as a trial and know and be able to feel the main value proposition of Remarkable. So, what can I do in the role to help this? I think the first thing is that you need to know when to switch strategies, when to start targeting the offline audiences, because that requires a whole lot of work. And I think that simulations will be necessary for that. Something like a simple Monte Carlo simulation, where you can predict from historical data what the revenue will be and how much costs will be, and only when it can break even should you start. And simulations will be necessary for that. Um, let's see. Increasing once you start trying to enter the offline realm, to try to enter retailers, electronic retailers, you have to focus on lowering the price, and you can do that through operations. That is the main way to drive down price. So operational awareness is going to be the main way to approach this, and analytics is going to be the main tool. So the main thing that you can do is to not focus on innovation, because right now the Remarkable second generation tablet is innovative enough, and it has a unique proposition that is refined. So what should happen next is to gather as much data as possible from the from e-ink, from Wacom, and from the manufacturer of the tablet itself, perhaps by visiting them often in the factories, and gathering as much data as you can about operational efficiencies and such, so that you can drive down costs as much as possible to make it as efficient and to get rid of any bottlenecks. And I can help with that. After that is done, and that is done for multiple years, so that costs are driven down, and there's some economy of scale that goes on. Next, the next big beast would be in prediction. It would be in inventory management, and because it is a lot different from just selling online, where you can maybe sell it from the same place. To do it offline, you need to have warehouses in different countries and different continents, and so prediction will be necessary for that. Historical data. So before the times, you should gather as much historical data as you can. Also, pre-order information and such will be necessary, and also simulations based on those can be used to predict how much each country will need. I guess you'd expect more developed countries to want it more, and so you can predict that using simulations of past data, and um, yeah, I think that's also where I can help in the analytics of the operations.